What's up, you guys? How you guys doing? So this video is gonna be real quick, but this video is basically on the different types of women that you'll meet. Now I got my little notes here. I mean, most of the little dating coaches got their little notes, but this is just a quickie. This is not gonna be. It's only gonna be a little bit of information, but there are more different types of women than just these categories. But these are just some that I thought about, just based on the women I've been around, the women I've dated and talked to, and stuff like that. So you have the suburban women, you have the women who live in the inner city, you have the country women, and then you have the hood women. And there are more different types because I really want to break it down into like the different types of Latina women, the different types of black women, the different types of white women. But I'm just going to keep that simple for this video. And maybe if I have enough time, I might kind of touch on a little bit of those other types of women. So through my experience, I've been around pretty much all these types because I've lived in a Mexican neighborhood, but it was like the Mexican hood. I've lived in the black hood and I've lived in a white neighborhood. And I kind of used to carpool through all three of them. And I lived in all three of them. The white neighborhood I lived in when I was around, I want to say 8 to about 14. The black neighborhood I kept carpooling through because my grandma lives over there. And then the Mexican neighborhood I lived in from, I want to say 15 to about 19. Yeah, about 19. And all of these different neighborhoods had different women in them. And there was different variations, but all these different women basically had things that they were all attracted to that were kind of slightly different. For example, how you treat a suburban girl is going to be different than how you treat like a Mexican girl that lives in the hood. Like the Mexican women that live in the hood, the black women that live in the hood, even the white women that live in the hood, they like for their man to be a lot more masculine, a lot more testosterone, a lot more assertive, talk with conviction, not scared to make a move. You feel me? Like you can't be like sitting there on the side of the bed and acting like a scared little nerdy little dude, or she literally gonna clown you and tell everybody the next day, like no BS. So those are the types where you have to be like hyper masculine. The hood chicks, you have to be hyper masculine to pull them. And that's what turns them on like a lot. That's why you'll see, because I know you guys have seen like them dudes who live in the hood and it'll be like a fat dude. It might be a little fat Mexican dude or a little fat white dude or a little fat black dude. And somehow they got the finest woman. The reason why they have that is because they were the most masculine that the woman could find. And this is no BS. Like women want their man to be a man, especially in the hood. They want their man to be a man. They want you to stand up to them. It is what it is. Let me see. There's something else I wanted to talk about. Should I save that for the next video? No, I could tell it in this one. I like to put multiple stuff in one video. No, I'm gonna put that in the next one. I'm gonna put that in the next one. So that's one big thing you gotta know is when you're dealing with hood women, you have to be masculine. There is no acting goofy. Your voice needs to be deep. Like you could be a little goofy, but they really like for they dude to have a deep voice, be masculine, say what's on his mind, say it with conviction, be very clear, be brutally honest. These are types that usually like for you to be brutally honest. And I will say this too. One issue that a lot of dudes have is a lot of dudes get scared by reactions that women have from you saying some wild shit. But it's like, as a man, you can't get scared of a reaction that a woman's going to have. Women are going to have reactions all the time. You know what I'm saying? So the dudes that, it's like as soon as a woman acts a little jumpy and gets a little mad, it's like they're already scared. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You got to go all the way in or not. Because 9 times out of 10, this is the crazy thing with the hood chicks. The hood chicks will do all of that stuff, right? And then about 10 minutes later, you laid up with them, bro. No BS. It is what it is. Like hood chicks is different. And I'm going to break that down more in a video on how you're supposed to act with them like fully, like step by step when you're like in the crib with them and stuff like that. Because it's different. Them compared to, like I said, the suburban, the country girl, and the woman in the city is so different, you know. Like, for example, the woman in the city is going to be a little more political and be talking about feminist type stuff, but the hood chicks usually, like, they'll talk about that stuff too, but it's more like they just want them a masculine man. And the thing is, all of these women kind of secretly want their man to be super masculine, not be a punk, not be a sissy. Like, they want you to 1,000% stand up for yourself and stand up for what you believe in. And most of the time, like I said, hood women will try to punk you, but that's kind of their way of flirting with you. And another thing that I really want to talk about too, and I might even make an even longer video on this because I've seen this so many times and I've even done it myself. There's this thing where it's like a cheat code. It's being annoyingly confident that turns a lot of women on. It's almost like you treat a lot of women like they're like they a kid or something. It's kind of like you treat them like you're like you kind of be kind of a bully, and it kind of turns a lot of them on. It's weird, bro. But they kind of like for you to be kind of douchey, kind of a bully type. I actually have a story about that. I remember when I was in college, there was this little short, little 5'1", brown skinned black dude. The most irritating dude you ever met. But this dude was like I said, he was like annoyingly confident. And it was so weird because he had this black chick. She was pretty. And she was like sprung on this little ass nigga. This little nigga was like 5'1", bro. And she was so sprung. She literally was following this nigga around to the point where she was starting to get like beefs with people. Because it was like, they were like, why are you following him around like a puppy dog or whatever? And she started like, I remember there was one time where literally everybody was in the hallway. It was like 50 people in the hallway. And she was like cussing out some woman and they were about to fight. Niggas is funny. But like, it's just this weird thing where it's kind of like you annoy a chick like she's like your little sister or something. And that works on a lot of women. It's weird. You know, it's being kind of a bully and acting like you kind of better than them, but like in a joking way. Like, you don't really act like you better than them all the time, but it's like tickling them and, you know, kind of push them a little bit, poke them a little bit, tell them to shut the fuck up. Like, they kind of like that. It turns them on a little bit. Again, like I told y'all in that other video I had, it was like all I did was I went from being super nice to a chick to calling her a pretty bitch, and that shit changed her whole attitude, and it's mind-blowing because it does make you more attractive. It's weird. You could be the exact same dude, but you being kind of a bully type and kind of douchey turns them on. And honestly, this is a form of aura, and I'm going to get really deep with y'all when it comes to aura too, because there's so much that you can add on to aura. Like, aura can be added on to. You know what I'm saying? It can be stacked on top of each other. You can keep adding more and more to your aura. But yeah, I guess I kind of really talked mostly about hood chicks, but I really just wanted to tell y'all about the 4 different types. But I'm gonna try to be more specific real quick. Okay, so the hood type of women, you know, that live in the hood, they're a little more gangster. They might say the N-word. They like dudes who are hyper masculine. The suburban women are a little more dainty, a little more kind of white girlish. You know, you might meet a black girl who lives in the suburbs and she acts kind of girly, dainty, goofy, smells like strawberries kind of thing going on. The Latino women as well, and of course the white women. And they're usually more polite. You got the country women. Surprisingly, the country women can be a combination of both. A lot of the time, the country women have like masculine traits, but it's more like they're masculine in the sense of like they're willing to get dirty. They don't mind going outside, and some of them live on farms. Some of them have very sexy country accent. I'm gonna keep it real. I like the country accent. You know, they might play games like paintball, laser tag, stuff like that. They usually cool as hell. What am I missing? The inner city women, a lot of the time, are a little more opinionated. You know, they're a lot more talkative and, you know, kind of telling you their political views and all this other stuff. A lot of them are kind of feminist-like. But the funny thing is, a lot of feminist women also like the masculine men. And I'm gonna make a video on that too. You'd be surprised. Women do a lot of talking. But like I said, it's more of like they're testing your gangster constantly. And then when it doesn't work, it's like that actually relaxes them, makes them like you more. You know, if a woman is insulting you, usually they like you, unless she's just blatantly being super disrespectful, like in a rude way. But if she's doing it in like a teasing way, she literally likes you. A lot of dudes don't catch on to that. But again, this stuff don't change. This shit don't change. Just how women used to flirt with you in like high school and middle school is the same as how they flirt with you in college and when you go out into the world. I mean, there really isn't no difference. Um, oh, there is another type, which is the college girls, the college women. More promiscuous, more sneaky. They like to sneak around and do stuff. Um, you know, but a lot of women, man, you just talk to them because, like I always be saying, this might be my thing that I say at the end of every video, but a lot of the time it's just talking to a lot of women, and then eventually you'll get like 4 or 5 of them that like you. If dudes were honest, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, a lot of dudes ain't gonna tell you all the rejections they've had, man. You know, a lot of the time they just show you the women they got. They never show you the women they didn't get. Um, but that's a part of being a man and dating, is that you're gonna get rejected. It is what it is. Um, I gotta stop saying But so far, that's all I really have. Just the different types of women. That's just a basic level. I'm gonna have way more longer, more detailed videos coming out for y'all. But I'm gonna start doing a lot of shorter ones as well, just to get more content out there for you guys to watch. And you guys ask questions in the comment section. Any type of questions you have about women, I'll help you guys with that, and I'll make a video on it, talking about it if I have knowledge on it. And I have a knowledge on like a lot of things, so I'll talk about that with you guys as well. So just let me know. What else I have to say? Like, comment, subscribe, follow your boy. On the road to 1,000 subscribers would be mind blowing for me. It is what it is. And I hope you guys have a good one. And remember to follow your dreams. Do not be scared. Don't let anxiety control you, or don't let yourself be trapped in a mental prison, man. You just keep going. And like I said, eventually, all you got to do, the biggest problem with getting women is literally just going out and talking to them. A lot of dudes will talk to like 3 of them and be like, women don't like me. You're going to have to do more than that, bro. You can't just talk to 2 or 3 of them and expect to get like all this love, you know? And again, a lot of women are attracted to a lot of different things, but I am telling y'all like the basic stuff that women are attracted to, just, you know, on a basic level. But it's like I said, it's like sometimes men don't understand, because men are looking at women from like a logical standpoint. You got to look at them from their point of view, not yours. That's a bar right there. Y'all wouldn't even know. But like, comment, subscribe, follow your boy. Hope y'all are having a good day. Peace and blessings.